to happen is Bill Cosby has to be used to identify Weinstein. Then, right, R. Kelly has to be used to identify a setup that's being plotted on me that's not going to work. R. Kelly was my mirror to avoid the trap. It was a trap set. I seen the trap and walked around the trap by following R. Kelly as my mirror. Y'all got to pay attention. I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. Right? And everybody done confirmed who the fuck I am. I done took everybody's test. Now I'm telling you who the enemy is. I'm telling you who your allies is, what to do, and how to do it, and how to make the moves. All of the references are being placed in here as I point them out by my Chaos Queen down there. Just keeping this shit in order so I don't get too far off track. Y'all can all go back and look at the references. Now, let's get back to the Symbols. Now, Symbol, as we came to, how did we end up at Symbol? Well, we was researching why did they come up in this prophecy? Why did they make the movie Symbol? Right? So how did I come up in there? They were sending me a signal to tell me what to watch out for. I was supposed to watch out for Roman theologians. Right? Tertullians. When you look these words up, they all got meaning. It's a whole lot of words in here. Like when they use Symbol and Oracle at the same time. That's a contradiction. Because the original Symbol priest was the priestesses of Mot. Now, if you go to the works, this is the reference for y'all to look up. This brother was a high-ranking adept in our community. Y'all need to get all of his stuff y'all can get. Support his people. Barashango, he not with us in the physical. He with the ancestors, fighting like a motherfucker to try to break you motherfuckers free. And y'all keep closing y'all ears to the motherfucking truth. This brother right here gave you a very important book to crack the secret. This book right here. This book right here. This is one of the baddest motherfuckers on this shit that's breaking the goddamn spell right here. I'm showing you where to go get the information from. I'm not making this shit up. I'm the baddest motherfucker out there. They can't fuck with me. This book right here. African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. In this book, if they might have a PDF, look for the PDF portion and paste it in the comments. And always identify what you put in there, because from over on this side, I could just see the link, but I can't see what it is. So I'm thinking other people gonna run into that same option. So type a little tag in there what you putting in there, so when they see the link, they'll know where they going to if they on their phone. All right. So now, also he got a book called African Genesis. Right. This is telling the creation story from our African ancestral spirit side. He has also got a book called The God, the Bible, and the Black Man's Destiny. Barashango is a very, very powerful oracle of what we call the 7 African spirits. All right. So the 7 African spirits, or 7 African powers, or 7 powerful Orisha. I'm showing this to y'all in real time, who play a vital role in the life of humans. So right here, under our tradition, this is not Christian. This is how we was before they brought us the Bible. That they stole from us and reworked to entrap us. They shattered the mirror on us and told us to look the other way, and we seen the wrong shit. The 7 African powers are 7 powerful reach to play a vital role in the life of humans. that means that God is not absent. God doing something, right? Such Orishas are Eshu Elegua, most powerful Orisha. That's the top of the totem pole. That is the crown chakra that they talking about opening up. So now when they talking about African spirits, these powers, you have to unlock all 7 of them. I got to show you how to, you got to find 3 points of reference for them, right? This is number 1. The most powerful Orisha, messenger of the gods. Now, the messenger of the gods in Greek is Mercury. So Mercury is represented by the sun, the planet closest to the sun. What they call in ancient Babylon the seventh planet. Because they count from outside in. They call, so your reference for that is a book. Look this up and post this page off for Amazon by it's called Mercury 7th Planet Rising is the name of the book portion. Mercury 7th Planet Rising. That's telling you who Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is in Samaria, where we going back to Babylon to identify the devil back then so that we'll know who his representative is now, right? He is the spirit of the crossroads. See it right here? Right? He is the, over here, the spirit of the crossroads is called Baron Samedi. That's my lower, right? Now, in the voodoo tradition, a lower is a Orisha in the Bantu tradition or the Yoruba tradition. They call him Orisha. In the Voodoo, they call him the lower. In the Voodoo, Eshu is the spirit of the crossroads. That's me, Baron Samedi. Grandmama, Big Mama, Mother Margaret is the one who did the ritual with what she told me was alligator incense to anoint me as Baron Samedi. Now, he's also known as a divine trickster, right? Now, if you go to Norse mythology, this is Loki. Loki is the trickster. Who in the fuck is Loki? He is the adopted son of the father of Zeus, they call Odin, right? Now, the messenger of the gods in Greece is Mercury. That's one identification. The spirit at the crossroads, right here, is Baron Samedi. The divine trickster is Loki, right? Look, spirit of chance. That's another aspect of Samedi as the god of the gambling, right? But this is Dionysus. So now you got to look up Dionysus, because Dionysus is the god of debauchery. He is the god of sex, alcohol, and narcotics. He's the god of the left hand. This is the son of the mother. This is the widow's son they talking about here. This is Hiram, right? Now, what else do he control? He controls chaos. You see it? Hey, Portia, sweetie, I got you in the mix right here. What else do he do? He tester of mankind. Now, stop right there. What the fuck do you mean he testing motherfuckers? What you mean? Testing you for what? What is he testing, your blood type? Is he testing you for HIV? Is he testing your IQ? Is he testing your intellect? Is he testing your physical prowess? Is he... What the fuck is the test? Nobody ain't telling us. But now, who else is known to test man? Right? Who else is known? Remember the temptation of the Christ. I'm going to pull up the picture. All this shit me. I'm the goddamn devil y'all been scared of. Gonna get the devil off your ass. That's who I am. Temptation of the Christ. Go to images. I don't even want to discuss who this might be through the description. I'm going to show you the picture so you will know exactly who the fuck own this shit and what took place. Because this shit got to make sense to y'all and it got to be clear with the references. I'm giving you the references. This is the temptation of the Christ scenarios, right? This is what they call in the temptation of the Christ. Now, we're going to discuss what's taking place here, right? So now, I want y'all to look at the picture for a minute and analyze the picture. Look, we got a castle here, a castle here, a castle here, a castle here that's the same but different. Then in the background you got 1, 2 castles, right? Then you got another one, so you got a total of 6 castles. This is supposed to be Caesar Borgia Christ, the white Jesus. And he talking to this black motherfucker with the wings. I resent the way these motherfuckers be portraying me, making me look like the goddamn bad guy that I am. But I'm only the bad guy when you fuck with my mama and my sisters. Other than that, you motherfuckers wouldn't know I'm here. I could have stayed where the fuck I was at, and you motherfuckers wouldn't have had to goddamn conjure me up if y'all knew how to do your own fucking God shit. Now I gotta teach you motherfuckers how to do your God shit. This is it right here. This is the discussion at the temptation of the Christ. Now look, I'm gonna point something out to you. V, right? That one's in the background. It becomes a check mark, upside down and backwards. A check across the V. Now, I ain't gonna go into that symbolism. I'm gonna leave that in my brother LeMail to break down some of the sacred geometry for y'all, what it means according to the higher sciences. Right now, I'm trying to walk y'all through clearly who the fuck I am by identifying y'all enemy, how he oppressing you, and what he is doing specifically, not vaguely, not no holy roller shit, straight shooter shit up the middle, because I didn't have to be here. All these motherfuckers called me. My little brother Tupac called me and asked for fucking help. And he already know you ain't never had a fucking friend like me. I'm coming. Suge Knight called for me. He gave me 3 raps. Harry O gave me over 3,300 raps. Puffy Combs called me. Sean Carter called me. Louis Farrakhan called me. Elijah Muhammad called me. I got a fucking dog in every fight. I'm the worst motherfucker for you niggas to conjure up if you don't know what you doing. So y'all better be... I'm gonna figure it out. This was the solution. Let me get to that in a minute. So now this is the temptation of the Christ. What does this conversation that was taking place? Let's go back. Gotta go back to the conversation now. Now you seen a nigga with the wings, the thug angel, right? Y'all seen it at this scene. Now we go over here and look at the temptation of the Christ. What does it say? The temptation of Christ is a biblical narrative detailed in the Gospel of Matthew, telling you where to find it, Mark and Luke, all in 3 of the 4 Gospels. After being baptized by John the Baptist, Jesus, pay attention, fasted for 40 days and nights in the Judean desert. During this time, Satan appeared to Jesus and tried to tempt him. Now, this word right here, backwards is Natas, frontwards is Satan. It's also an anagram for Santa, the gift giver, Jupiter, right? But when you're looking at it, said he appeared to Jesus, you got to know who Jesus is. How do I know who Jesus really is? And that Caesar Borgia over here, Caesar Borgia, not him. How do I know? Jesus a woman. Her name is Isis, and she the queen of heaven and earth. And we've been ruling this motherfucker in the background while these motherfuckers is trying to take over and fuck y'all lives up, I could have stayed asleep. I didn't need to be here, but the problem got so far out of hand, they set off 3 taps in 1945. Tap 1 was the first warning. They tested something called the nuclear bomb. Tap 2, they dropped the first bomb on Hiroshima in Japan. Tap 3, they dropped 3 days later the second bomb on Nagasaki. Those 3 taps was a galactic signal to the Galactic Council that there was a hostile takeover of planet Earth underway, and this motherfucker right here, that this Jesus Caesar Borgia motherfucker trying to fuck in the ass because he a gay ass bitch in Lille, this motherfucker right here telling these motherfuckers, I made this motherfucker, y'all can't fuck with me no kind of way. But this is not the real Christ. This is a mirror. Let's find out who the real Christ is. Now, there is a key in the statement in the Bible where it said, I will make you fisher of men. Now, most people miss that because that became a clue as to how to determine who the Christ is for the wisest motherfucker to ever live. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to figure it out. In the King James Bible, I'm going to look it up. I want y'all to look it up. Now, let's look up the King James Bible. There was no J. I'm going to look that up in a minute. Go on the King James Bible first. Now, this is the story of the King James Bible that they give us. The hell? Something leaking upstairs. I gotta go find out what it is. So I'm gonna have to cut this off in the middle. I'm gonna go to 12 o'clock and then I'm gonna pick this back up in the morning. I ain't gonna stop. Alright. So the King James Version, also known as the King James Bible, or simply the Authorized Version, is an English translation of the Christian Bible for the Church of England, begun in 1604. Right? Now, the church began in 1604 and completed as well as established as published in 1611. Now you see this? 711. 4 and 7 is 11. This is directly telling me there's a master key here. I got to find the master key. This telling me, directly telling me, Rod, off your mother line, there's a master key here. King James. Who the fuck is King James? Now I gotta know. So what I do, I go to my Wikipedia and research. I find out who the fuck King James is. Was his name always James? Was that a name he was born with? Or did he have a different name? So I go over here, quick search him over here. This is to give you the quick insight. It said the title page of the 1611 first edition, right, of the Authorized Version of the Bible by Cornelius Benelli shows the Apostle Peter and Paul. This telling me mirror. Because Peter and Paul are supposed to be both disciples, but different. Peter, Paul. Right? Now, so this telling me to use the mirror, seated essentially above the central text. Right? So now, use the mirror, look up, situated central, right, above the central text. Now, as above, so below, I should find the key. Straight under this H, I find a B. This is 13. Now, I also, in order to identify what I'm looking for, I have to flip the P. I flip the P and I end up here. A I. Right? That's my key. What is this going to unlock? Let me show you. So now the central text